You might be killing your muscle growth every time you lift and you don't even know it. All because of one thing you were told since day one in the gym. Rep speed. Too slow. You're just surviving the set. Too fast. You're flailing, not training. And the right speed? It's not what you think. This isn't bro science. It's real muscle-building truth backed by research. Let's break down the 7 facts about rep speed that'll flip your training upside down and finally get your gains out of neutral. 1. Rep speed determines muscle-building signal strength. Think of your muscles like Wi-Fi routers. Rep speed is the signal strength. Too fast, the signal doesn't land. Too slow, the signal lags. And just like with bad Wi-Fi, your gains start buffering indefinitely. A study in the European Journal of Applied Physiology found that reps performed at a moderate tempo, about 3 seconds total, led to significantly greater hypertrophy than ultra-fast reps. Why? Because you're giving your muscles enough time to actually register the tension and respond to it. Quick, jerky reps don't just cheat tension, they cheat results. It's like trying to microwave a steak. Sure, it's fast, but nobody's proud of that outcome. Your body grows more muscle when the signal, aka muscle tension, is clear, consistent, and controlled. So, how fast is too fast? Try bouncing a bench press off your chest and you'll find out. Your joints will hate you and your muscles won't grow. Instead, focus on owning the rep. Feel the muscle. Control the weight. Because training without control is like yelling into a void. No one's listening and nothing's growing. But what about the other extreme? Can dragging out your reps actually lead to more growth? Or are you just wasting time suffering in slow motion? Up next, the surprising science behind slow reps and why going too controlled might be silently killing your progress. 2. Time under tension does not equal time to suffer. You've heard it before. Slow it down, bro. Feel the burn. But guess what? More time under tension doesn't always mean more muscle. Yes, time under tension matters, but only when it's paired with something called mechanical tension, aka actual resistance and real effort. A 2022 meta-analysis showed that ultra-slow reps, think 8 seconds or more, actually reduced force output and total training volume. Translation? Less work led to fewer gains. Why? Because when the tempo is too slow, you have to drop the weight just to finish the set. So you're not building strength, you're just surviving fatigue. And here's the kicker. Muscles don't grow from suffering, they grow from stimulus. If your reps are drawn out to the point where each phase takes several seconds, you're likely sacrificing load and mechanical tension for the sake of duration. Yeah, if your reps are that slow, you're emphasizing fatigue instead of tension. And that's not how muscle grows. Worse, you might be building muscular endurance instead of size. Great if you're training for a plank off, not so great if you're trying to fill out your sleeves. So, what is the optimal tempo that actually builds muscle, not just burns time? Get ready, because the real numbers might be faster and smarter than you think, and they're not what most lifters are doing. 3. The golden rep tempo, 2-1-2 rule, 2 seconds down, 1 second pause, 2 seconds up. That's the Goldilocks zone, fast enough to maintain muscular tension, slow enough to avoid momentum cheating. Not too fast, not too slow, just right. Here's why it works. The eccentric phase, the lowering part, causes more muscle damage, which signals greater growth. The concentric phase, the lifting part, generates peak force. This is where your effort truly counts. That brief pause at the bottom, it eliminates momentum, improves control, and reinforces your mind-muscle connection. This tempo also keeps your nervous system honest. You're not just moving weight, you're controlling it. And that's the difference between a lifter who grows and a lifter who plateaus. Bonus: sticking to a consistent tempo helps you track progress more accurately. You'll know if you're actually getting stronger, not just faster. So next time you lift, stop flailing and start feeling. Think: control over chaos, power over panic, precision over ego. But what if you're not just chasing size? What if you want raw, primal, plate-bending strength? Up next, why training for strength means breaking the tempo rules, and exactly how to do it without wrecking your gains. 4th, rep speed for strength versus hypertrophy. Hypertrophy equals controlled tempo. Strength equals explosive intent. A study in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research found that strength-focused lifters got better results using faster concentric tempos. The lifting part, paired with slower, more controlled eccentrics. Translation: if you're going for a PR, don't lift like a statue. Lift like you're trying to punch gravity in the face. But when you lower the weight, treat it like you're babysitting a Fabergé egg. This method allows you to generate maximum force output, a key driver of neural adaptation and raw strength, without sacrificing form or stability. Bonus: that controlled eccentric builds structural integrity and reduces injury risk, which means more time training and less time nursing your shoulder back to life. Your goal: controlled descent, explosive ascent. Think ninja stealth on the way down, superhero launch on the way up. This combo creates the perfect storm, power and precision working in sync. But how do you actually use this strategy across your workouts without turning every set into a math problem? Up next, a simple, foolproof way to program tempo across every lift so you can stop guessing and start growing. Fifth, tempo-based training templates. Let's get tactical. Here's how to tempo like a pro across your lifts. Compound lifts, squat, bench, deadlift. 2-0x tempo, lower in 2 seconds, no pause, explode up. Accessory lifts, example, lateral raises, curls. Use a 2-1-2 tempo, lift under control, pause briefly in the stretched position to eliminate momentum, then lower with control. Stability drills, planks, RDLs. Slow and steady to maximize time under tension. Still confused? Ask yourself this: could I film this rep in slow motion and still tell what's going on? But here's the twist. Sometimes breaking the tempo rules can actually make you stronger, faster, and more explosive. So, when is speed the secret weapon instead of the enemy? Up next, the surprising science behind fast reps and why they might be exactly what your training is missing. 6. When fast reps are actually useful. Yes, fast reps can be your secret weapon if used correctly. This is where power training comes in. Exercises like kettlebell swings, jump squats, and Olympic lifts benefit from high-speed execution because the goal is max velocity and explosive force. Studies show that velocity-based training improves rate of force development, which is critical for athletes and strength-speed sports. But here's the real question. If both slow and fast reps have a place, what's the exact speed that builds the most muscle the fastest? Up next, the final verdict on rep speed and why most lifters are getting it completely wrong. 7. The final verdict: controlled explosiveness wins. Forget the slow and steady and the speed demon nonsense. If hypertrophy is your mission, here's the real formula. Controlled eccentric, 2 to 3 seconds. Slight pause at the stretched position, 1 second. Explosive concentric, 1 to 2 seconds. This is how you maximize time under tension without losing intensity. You don't just move weight, you command it. So, are fast reps killing your gains? Only if you're using them like a toddler uses a sugar rush, wildly and without supervision. Want muscle? Control it. Want strength? Explode with purpose. Want both? Master the tempo. Smash the like button. Drop a comment. What's your biggest tempo mistake you're fixing today? Hit subscribe for more no-fluff, science-built strength tips every single week. Because next in our mini-series, we're tackling a question every lifter's heard. Does confusing your muscles actually work for growth? The answer might flip your training philosophy on its head.